They still can't set the edge. They have all these defensive linemen that they kept on their roster and all these linebackers, and not a single one of them can set an edge. It's maddening. You're sitting there watching going, man, I know you're trying to reinvent the wheel how to win in football, but do you really need to give up that many rushing yards? I mean, Tennessee is not exactly – they don't have Walter Payton and Barry Sanders in the backfield here. No. They have Bishop Sankey and Terrence West, taking nothing away from those two guys, but nobody's comparing those guys to Sanders or Payton, and they're still running for 166 yards when McCluster gets on the field because he's just such an explosively freakish athlete. And I just look at it and go, oh, we've got some really good teams on the schedule that can really run the football. And the thing you talked about improving the most this offseason on the defensive side of the ball was against the run, and they keep getting worse.
Yeah.
They keep getting worse at it. And it's embarrassing. Yes, Shelton's going to help you up the middle when he's on the field, but the tape's already out. If you bounce it outside, see ya.
It's gone.
They're seeing the back of your jersey. That's the license plate that they're tracking down. And that's not good.
No, and I wonder too how much, when and if, and this is frustrating for me too, Nate Orchard and Xavier Cooper, your second and another third-round pick on the D-line that were supposed to be one for Orchard, a edge rusher and a contain guy and get after the quarterback, and Cooper another plug. Not doing anything significant. Neither one had a tackle. I don't know if Cooper dressed. I know Orchard did, but really non-factors. And that's, again, goes back to Ray Farmer. Those are two high draft picks. Those have to be impact guys right now.
Yep, and they're allergic to it because they think they've got the keys of the kingdom and they can build a program. But in my opinion, and this is just a humble opinion of a sports writer who's never been in a draft room, so you can take it for what it's worth, but if the foundation is built on quicksand, your building sinks.
Huh.
You have to get stalwart players, guys that can carry the torch for 10 years, not specialists that can only play 2 downs or on 3rd down. You're not that good yet. You can't be picking specialists, have a whole team of them, and then not be able to do the basic stuff. You're not going to win.
No.
It doesn't work. You still have yet to get somebody to set the edge. It's taken you 3 drafts to get it right now because you'll have to wait until next year to get that edge setter. You can't get it in free agency because you only believe in rushing the passer. But eventually that catches up with you. When you play a team and you can rush the passer against them, great. But for every guy that you send on a blitz is one less guy to help you set the edge. And the guys that you have setting the edge aren't that good anyway at setting the edge anyway. So it's something that has to change. It has to change quickly or people are going to run them off the field.
Yeah.
And that's why you look at the Titans with their bunch of turnovers that they had, they still had a nice, sizable chunk of time of possession more than the Browns did.
And I just don't know if that edge stopper on the outside is on this team because they haven't shown at all that anybody can do it. So maybe it's something, a bit more time and they work on it. But they really got to work on it with the Oakland Raiders coming to town. All right, let's hear from you on Twitter at AndyMC81, at Matt Florjancic. Who do you start at quarterback this week? Is it Johnny Manziel? Is it Josh McCown against the Raiders? And yes, it is time for the bark off. So on Twitter, at KAColvin60 says, Victory Monday is awesome. Stay with Manziel. We invested in him. Let him learn and grow. Best way is playing. And Matt, I could not agree more. I think Josh McCown isn't Brian Hoyer. He's not going to throw a snit. He's not going to get all bent out of shape. He knows that's why he's here. Now, we didn't think it would be that quickly that he would just go into kind of mentorship role, but this isn't going to phase him. It's not going to disrupt the locker room. I'm thinking here, just go with Johnny. Let him play himself into the long-term starter on this team, or let him play himself out of the city. Because McCown isn't going to be here long-term, so why not let Johnny do his thing? Let me get all excited and lose my voice on a Sunday when he throws the touchdown, and be done with it.
I never thought I would say this, and Lord help me.
Oh boy.
But you're right.
Yes.
Not that I would never say that you're right.
Oh,
but
either way,
came to Manziel, you're right. Josh McCown will likely be done with the Browns after this year, and especially if the season tanks and they go in a new direction.
Yes.
They have to see what they have in Johnny.
Yeah.
If it's anything to build on, Ray Farmer keeps his job. If it's nothing to build on, Ray Farmer needs to dust off the resume. It's simple as that. You have to know what you have in that commodity, if it's worth it, or if you have to go get another quarterback in the draft.
Wow.
Personally, I don't like paying backups $15 million, but it's not my money, so what the heck? You got to find out what you have in them right now, and you're never going to know until you get them out there on the field. And if that's going to be the case, then that's going to be the case. You ride or die with the pick, and you learn from your mistakes if you're Ray Farmer.
Especially since, McCown isn't the long-term answer. So, hey, Ray Farmer doesn't have a choice here, Matt. I think he's got to go all in, push your chips in the table, go with Johnny. Now, he still can't be in the building technically for a couple more weeks, but I'm sure he can get this message across. What
drives me nuts is he is Ray Farmer's pick, and he is Ray Farmer's guy, and you're still scared to play him. Mm-hmm. Why in the blue hell did you draft him if you don't want to play him because you're scared? What are you going to do? He shouldn't be on the team if you're scared of him. So you got to put him out there, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it stands to reason that you picked the guy because you believed in him. But if you're going to sit there and not play him, then why did you draft him in the first place? It doesn't make any sense, and it would be dumb to go back to McCown now because Manziel proved that he could at least compete in a game when he's given the opportunity to be a part of the game plan on a full week basis. You don't want to keep messing with him. Just let him be and see what the kid can do. Is it going to be the greatest thing for your franchise? You never know. He may be good enough to lead, but at least by playing, he'll show you whether he can or not.
That's the only way you can know. And, hey, quick credit to the defense, too. Hey, Armonte Bryant, man. Wow, 2.5 sacks. John Hughes, 1.5. 7 total sacks on the previously perfect Marcus Mariota. So, Matt, we did it. We got our first Victory Monday of the season out of the way.
Hopefully one of many.
Hopefully one of many. Hopefully one of many, my friend. Okay.
See, there's my optimism right there. It's not going to be our only Victory Monday.
Yes, more Victory Mondays coming. We will do it again on Friday. So for Matt Florjancic, our Browns insider from WKYC Sports, I'm Andy McNamara. You've been listening to The Doghouse, your inside look at the Cleveland Browns. Go Browns!